Alright, everybody, welcome in to the build stream. Back with your hosts, Kelsey and Juan. We got two awesome builds for you today. What did I do with the chats? There we go.
Let's get started.
Welcome in. Welcome, Cyber 3000. Welcome back, welcome back. Tad Daddy Roy, how are you? Greatest mustache. He's been told, yeah, I think if there was a competition, he'd at least be in the standing. Clapping. Woo! Give it up. For the build stream. Mustache, yeah. Arabian Night, how are you? How are you? Hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I would choose violence, but Coffee Man not here to mute. It's true. Coffee Man is upstairs, I think. Day indeed. We are halfway through the week. Thankfully, whew, they gotta start making more weekends, you know what I mean?
They're gonna, yeah.
Are we gonna be eating any cake today? I don't think so. No cake today. I'll probably get a fruit roll up though halfway through. I won't lie. It's one of those kinds of days.
Greatest. Thank you.
Happy cake day. No cake, unfortunately. Man, if there was cake every build stream, my doctor would be very upset. First time watching stream, well, welcome in, welcome in.
Yeah, welcome.
Hello, hello. This is kind of what we do. We build, we talk. Someone in the office make up a birthday. I don't know, because even then it still seems like it's got to be that person's birthday for them to bring in the cake. But, yeah. Anyways, starting right off the bat, we got Officer PP101's build. I've committed to saying the full name, so yeah. We're gonna have a nice, lovely Montech King 95, followed by a delicious palette cleansing King 95. I was like, they're popular for a reason, folks. They're really good. It's my ex's birthday this weekend. Oh dang, are you gonna sound like a spiteful text? I'd just be like, get the cake and then like send a text and be like, oh, this cake, but you playing. No, I don't know. There's gotta be something more spiteful. Hello, Arcane Herald, how are you? No, I kid though. Some exes are, fine, and they become good friends. Other exes, though, it's like, watch out forever if you cross me. I'm good, you? I'm good. Worth the upgrade from 12900K to 14700K, or should I go for 13900K instead if prices were the same? I'm an Intel guy. Ooh, okay, that's a good question. Honestly, like, depending on what you're doing, unless you're doing, like, some, you know, some 3D modeling, some rendering, stuff like that, heavy virtualization, I wouldn't even see a reason really to upgrade from the 12900K. But if you were, for gaming, the 14700K is probably a good idea, just because of the faster clocks it gives you, but the 13900K for productivity, it's nearly unmatched, and it runs almost the same as the 14900K. But honestly, like, all across the board, I don't really see much of a point in upgrading that 12.9. It's still really good. Send her a video of me blowing out the candle and stealing her birthday wish. Oh, that'd be funny. Is HP Victus 15 good? I'm not too familiar with the HPs. Let's see what they got. It's a laptop. It seems like they got a couple different spec ones. But yeah, I don't really know too much about HP's laptops. Yeah, I guess my advice would be, I'd be careful about going for an 8GB one. I'd get a 16GB laptop if you could, RAM-wise. yesterday, I made a burger on the grill.
Hey.
Got some greens from my garden for like, you know, some nice lettuce. I bought blue cheese crumbles from the Aldi. And I had a little buffalo sauce. Oh my gosh. When I tell you this burger, life changing. Provolone cheese.
Nice.
It was pretty great. And then I had potato salad, also from the Aldi. I'll mostly buy ASUS Art Pro 16. Yeah, the ASUS ones are good.
You got one of these? You got one of these?
No, it's Smash Push.
Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah. Never leaves home without it. So do we get into it now? Or later?
Get into what?
The new episode?
Oh, the episode, okay. I mean, you can't really get into it without, like, spoilers, really.
That's fair. I mean, we all knew where it was going.
That's what I thought until I accidentally spoiled it for someone before the season even started. And I was like, how do you not know?
Are you saying some pain?
That's what I'm saying. Well, I also was like, you know, it's... No. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. This is your PC.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sound very confident there.
I think it's because I almost said something else, but yeah. You are just in time. We are assembling the motherboard
Just in time.
and the RAM and the CPU, obviously. But yeah, plenty of cool stuff to happen. So, welcome in, man. But yeah, I'm
Yep.
excited for the next episode. I don't like saying episode.
They still should have gave Abby like the
Muscles?
superhero like tag.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Something, you know?
Some movie magic on that, like.
If they were gonna put her in a long sleeve, you might as well pat it. But we'll see. You know, at the very least, like I'm not even saying CGI on some muscles, but like, come on.
Yeah, all that ink for 5 years and she was just sitting on the couch or something, like.
However,
Oh, I was gonna say, my only problem with the show is that, ironically, I'm like, sometimes it's too much like a video game.
you think so?
When the, like,
The Jackson sequence?
yes, I was like, okay, this is that level in a video game where you've gotta, you know, like,
I kinda liked it.
yeah, but like, I'm just like, or like in the first episode when she like falls in that one thing, I'm just like, okay, this is it. Yeah, oh, and the door is locked and all that. Yeah, okay, yeah, here comes a boss fight. Like,
I like the sequence in Jackson. That was pretty cool.
it was cool, but yeah, I was like too video game.
2V.
Yes,
What's up, bro?
Cern the beanie.
Turn. Yeah, whatever. Ready, not ready?
How many custom builds do you get per week on average? Ooh, like for the whole, whole custom builder line? Several. But as for like the build stream, usually like 4 to 6, I would say.
Making sure beforehand.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, hello, Game PM. How are you doing?
Are you watching The Last of Us?
No,
No? Oh, rip.
I don't get to watch anything anymore except
Oh
for
my fucking
Bluey.
I can imagine too if your
I hate
kids
talking
like
to parents.
saw like the freaking cordyceps zombies, be like, I don't know. My dad showed me Jaws probably just 1 year too early, and that was one of those like
That's why you are
in the
how
middle of
you
the
are.
night, just like
Yeah.
Dad, I can't sleep.
Dude, it's your own land. What do you mean?
Yeah, friggin' now my TVs are just occupied by the kids.
Mm.
So if I try to put stuff that I want to watch, they're just like, I want to watch this, Dad. Put Mickey Mouse on.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Hey, bro.
And then so I would have to watch it on my phone, but then I don't like watching TV on my phone, so then I just not watch anything.
Well, in like 5 or 6 years, man, you're gonna have so much good TV to catch up on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
When they get to that age where they don't want anything to do with you and they just want to like be in a room alone.
Hi, chat.
Yeah, that's when you have a lot of time to yourself.
Hi, chat.
Yo,
It's fake.
what are you doing in like 2 months?
2 months?
Si te dejan salir de la casa?
Yeah.
Trying to go.
Yeah, probably not. We'll see.
I haven't even said what.
I said, si me
I hate talking to
dejan
parents.
ir, bro. But what happened?
Trying to go paintballing with the fellas?
I'm down.
Oh my
She left me leave.
Like
Your kids.
$80.
Take my
No,
kids.
don't bring your kids.
What the heck?
Leave them out of this.
Does it become a hostage situation where you're like, no, shoot me and the kid gets
Yeah. Better not shoot my kid.
Alright, everybody just back away slowly, back away slowly.
Yeah, the way it happened as a shield.
Yeah.
Body shield.
Yeah, bro, let me know. It's when
Captain America. Like, no.
when Frank gets back to Taiwan, we can go try to like for the whole day. That gets you everything. Right?
Would have gotten more storage, but I hit my spending limit on my card. Totally
Alright,
understandable. You can always add storage like later down the line. It's one of the easiest things you can add to your PC.
That man's not going. I tried though.
Hey, Frank's gone to Taiwan?
Huh?
Frank's gone to Taiwan?
You didn't know that?
No.
What the?
That makes sense. That's a good idea, actually.
That makes. That would explain like the everything.
No, but I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah, he'll be out there. Should be good for him.
Yeah.
See the world and whatnot. He's gonna come back with the wife. What?
This could have been you.
But yeah, so I don't know. Do you guys want to make a bet on whether or not Fabian will actually go?
I would make that bet, yeah.
Wait,
I
we're
don't
all not going. Well, that's not. No one's.
What are the odds for him to go? That would be really high.
They're terrible, bro. He was already saying, I don't know, before I even said what.
You're really trying to get everyone to go paintballing, aren't you?
What?
You're really trying to get everyone to go paintballing.
Yeah, dude, that'd be fun. Low company activity.
I don't know, I guess I just like... It was the early 2000s, and my neighbors got paintballs, and like, they just completely painted their backyard with them. Like, they just turned the whole thing into like, you know, war zone for it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. In the Last of Us game, did they have that little concept with the cordyceps like getting smarter, like how the first episode it was hunting guard or something?
I don't know, I actually never played 2.
I didn't either. Like I know the story, but I never.
I watched like a let's play of the first one,
Uh-huh.
a while back.
Yeah, that game's old as hell.
Yeah. And then recently I was like, you know, I should get both those games and play them. And then I looked at like the PlayStation store,
Yeah.
and I was like,
kinda
wait,
neat.
what? How much money? So like, I gotta go to GameStop or something and be like, because you know GameStop has like games that are like $3 because they were so popular at the time. You know, like they have so many copies, and I'm like, that's what I'm after. Give me the physical copy from GameStop for like $3.
What do you gonna play it on?
I got a PlayStation 4.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure that's what it all came out
I
for.
guess
yeah.
that works. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I still got it. And I actually took it out of storage. Cause, you know, I'd moved, so a
That
lot of stuff
poor
is still
relic.
in boxes. I took it out of storage so that I could watch a DVD. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That relic fucking. What is it? 2014? 2013 when it came out?
I think almost earlier, am I wrong? Yeah.
PS4? 2012? No, that sounds too early.
Maybe around then. I don't know. I have Google at my disposal, but I'm not using it. Love this case, have it myself. Nice. Yeah, no, this is a really good one. Yeah, there's a reason it's like one of our best sellers. You can't go wrong with it. When did the PS4 come out? 2013, you're right.
2013, dang. I can't believe the PS4 is unk now. Feels like it just came out.
Man, time just keeps on slipping, and every time I see video games, like when they came out, and I think about how far it is from now, I just like,
I know, right?
remember how great the graphics were on the PlayStation 2? I do. I still think they look pretty good.
It's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah. You know what I'm kind of excited for, and also incredibly apprehensive for?
Sure.
The Mass Effect TV show that they're gonna do.
Oh, I forgot that was a thing.
I'm apprehensive because, for one, it's Amazon, and Amazon hasn't really seemed to be able to launch, like, a franchise-based show. You know what I mean? Like, they get a lot of these, like, big title, big ticket names,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really know of anyone that Amazon's running that is, like, killing it.
Oh, they have Invincible.
I guess that's true, yeah, that's alright.
They have Fallout.
But that's animated.
Fallout is good.
Amazon did Fallout?
Yeah.
Amazon did Fallout.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
just, I don't know if it's, the showrunners themselves or the Amazon executives that could be.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, who knows? What's up, Seneca? How you doing?
I can see why. I felt the same way about the Fallout series, but like they knocked it out of the park. So I don't know. Maybe there's hope for
Well, and I think, like,
Mass Effect.
I think the way to make it, like, yes. That's what I'm saying. I was like, the way to make it successful is, like, don't retread the same story. You've got a great world to work in. Like, you've got really cool characters that you could bring in cameo-wise, but, like, you could also create new ones and all that. Don't try and do, like, Commander Shepard through all three of the games. Like,
They're all girls.
it's too tough because, like, well, the whole game is, like, basically choose your own way. So it's like, okay, are we getting Paragon Shep? Are we getting Renegade Shep? Is Ashley gonna shoot Rex?
No, that's gonna be weird. Yeah, 'cause you have to
Yeah.
choose.
I
It's gonna be a
kinda-
Paragon show.
They're gonna.
I kind of don't want to see, like, all of my favorite characters from the game come back. A couple, like, random ones that I'm not as invested in, sure, but, like, somebody else playing Garrus Vakarian, like, voice-wise, I don't know if I'm here for it.
You know they're gonna bring Garrus.
I mean, they're gonna have a Turian because
They're gonna bring back Set 3.
that would actually be cool. See, like, something like that would be cool. Like, give me a couple characters. But do something else maybe in that world, or something that's happening concurrently with Commander Shepard. Like, so that if you played through the Mass Effect games, you kind of know what certain things are happening or what things are going to be revealed. I don't know, that's my 2 cents.
They should.
Let's get a Krogan
I don't-
main cast.
I don't know anything about Mass Effect, but I think they should capitalize on the streaming. The fact that it's on a streaming platform and make it a choose your own adventure. But then, like, the season finale is still gonna be whatever. So, like, just like the games, it doesn't have much effect on the.
That'd be so funny.
Choose a random ending as canon, Mass Effect 3, and work from there. Reveal the Reapers. Yeah. Honestly, they could even do, like, a story about, like, the First Contact War, and I'd be invested. But I used to be really, really deeply into Mass Effect lore, so, Batman Arkham Knight still looks great for a PS4 game. Dude, okay, the Arkham series to this day, I think unmatched. The closest thing that came to it in my mind was the Spider-Man games that, like, you know, came out recently. But it's just a different vibe. You know, Spider-Man's always gonna be a different vibe from Batman. And, oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
say
when
that.
Arkham City came out, that game, like, just stole all of my time and attention. And it made my Xbox red ring because of that. I was playing it way too much. Oh man.
Oh, what's that? I see a headset.
Yeah,
It's very fluffy.
not the actual.
What's up, JB Plays? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Got back from Florida. Nice. You have a good trip? I don't know where my voice went there. Have a good trip? Juan's cooking. Oh, he is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm playing Arkham Knight
Yeah.
right now. Nice. I don't know how I prove the looks. It still looks amazing. Nice.
Damn, dude.
Man, those Batman games are great. And like they could never do it again because they don't have Kevin Conroy anymore. Rest in
Aw.
peace.
Red.
Oof. I still think there needs to be a good X-Men game. I know that X-Men Destinies was supposed to be that game, and then it wasn't, and it was really bad, and it flopped really horribly because it was a horrible game. But like, could you try again and make it good this time? Thank you.
Hey, it worked for Suicide Squad.
True.
I like how they were like, hey, we're gonna pretend that first movie kind of didn't come out.
But
let's-
also
let's-
Margot Robbie's here.
Yeah. We'll keep that.
We'll
and
keep
then,
that. That was good.
And then we'll just kind of redo this.
Thank you so much for the subscription. It's Lady Dear.
Hey, how's it going?
Lady, you're.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Very much appreciate. Honestly, those games work because of the mechanics, not because of the voice acting. Maybe some prequel to Arkham Asylum. I don't know. I like the voice acting, but I'm the kind of person who gets really invested in like the voice actors. A good vocal performance in something. Sometimes I feel like I play some video games just because I'm there for the story.
Oh yeah, you
I-
play it for the plot.
I am literally like there are many games where I'm like I honestly don't really care about the combat, but the story's good and that's why I'm here. Like shout out to OG Dragon Age. Boy did I hate those fights. Man did I love that story. After using Linux for a while and go back to Windows, I feel like Windows is slower. I mean, it very well could be because Windows is running a bunch of different things in the background. It's got a lot more bloatware on it. Windows loves to just be checking on, updates and all that all the time. Whereas Linux is very light, which is nice. Mm-hmm.
So what's the concept of this video?
It's basically gonna be like PC builders. What's your most unhinged setups? But I'm just using B-roll of you building context.
Okay.
Y'all are chill. I like watching and listening along while at work. Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, we're kind of just vibes and PCs.
Vibes and peace.
Vibes and peace.
So I've been listening to this podcast,
Mhm.
and they have a segment that I kind of want to steal
Uh huh.
and do here.
Okay.
But I don't know if we live enough life to like make it work. We live life? I don't know, bro. It seems like we just live at work. Anyways, so basically the concept is the W's and L's of the week.
Oh, okay.
So like one good thing that happened to you, one bad thing. But we do this twice a week, so it's like we gotta really. I don't know. I guess we could pilot it. Do you have any?
Okay, my W of the week. Ooh, okay. Let me think. W of the week. My zucchini blossomed.
Nice.
That's like so stupid.
It's
This is my life is boring. But yeah, the
It can
zucchini
be
blossoms opened up, and I was like, oh, a zucchini's on the way.
hell yeah.
My L of the week. I was sitting at my gaming desk, about to do a freaking meeting over Zoom that was about to happen in like 2 minutes, and I go, why do I keep smelling faintly piss?
Ooh. Uh-oh.
And you know, I was like, no, this is a nerves thing or something. Like I phantom whiff or whatever. But I was like, no, I gotta figure this out. 2 minutes until the frickin', you know, the Zoom meeting. My dog had peed on my desk, like marked it.
On your desk?
Yeah.
On the leg or like...
No, like, okay, so like, yeah, the leg of the desk. Just like right under there. And like, I don't know when he was up there. I don't know how long this has been here, because I haven't gotten to my desk in like, at least, maybe 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then I had to clean it up in 2 minutes before the frickin' Zoom meeting. So that's my L.
Okay, that's a pretty definite L.
Yeah, dog peed on desk. It's okay, I'm getting him neutered. I was like, you are going immediately to get those chopped off. You try and mark
That's
my
punishment.
desk? No. Snip, snip, bye-bye.
Oh, that's funny.
I was gonna have you wait until, you know, until Grandpa could watch you, but no. I'm getting that done this weekend.
Damn, okay, my W and L. Well, I got a really easy one. My L of the week was almost dropping this right now. That could have been bad,
Man.
but I didn't. It's not really an L if it didn't happen, is it? Damn. My W of the week is I took Monday off, so that's nice. Let's see, what else have I done? I literally haven't done anything but go to work.
It's like me and my garden. Everything's gonna be garden focused.
I know, dude. That's what I'm saying. We haven't lived enough life. My L of the week. I mean, I've kind of been waking up later than I wanted to. I don't know if that's an L. But the past like 2 days, I've been trying to get up early, and I can't.
You live such a lovely life. The worst thing that happened to me this week, I wasn't able to wake up as early as I wanted.
Damn, bro, you.
No, this isn't good. Keep that perspective, man. Like,
Yeah, I guess, yeah, that's true. Nothing really bad has happened to me.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. My W of the week is finding my great grandfather who died in World War II. Oh, nice.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm assuming like in a book or like a registry or like a tombstone because he's dead. But nice. That was cool finding history.
What about you, Andrew?
Andrew?
W and L of the week.
Can't seem to find 4060 or 460 online for Amazon that is sold and shipped by
My
them.
W is finding out what baby's name means.
What does it
Oh,
mean?
that was fun.
Wait, what?
We looked up what everyone's names mean, and yeah.
What is
Fabian is grower of beans.
Damn.
I'm kind of jealous of that, but I mean, I garden,
You were really
so I would
destined
love
for the
that.
coffee shit, weren't
I
you?
told you.
That's crazy. Why is that your W? Shouldn't that be Fabian's W?
Because it's hilarious.
It made me smile.
Okay, that's
That's all
fair.
that matters.
I can't deny that one. I can't deny. Alright, what's your L? Have you taken any L's this week?
I mean,
Finding out what
I hit on
Fabian's
one of
name
the
means.
lights.
What?
I hit my head on one of the lights.
Oh,
Oh,
does it
dang.
still hurt?
No, thankfully, but
You're fine. Bro, we live such. We have such good lives.
I mean, just every week, we're definitely gonna get like 1 week where it's like, yeah, man, so like the worst thing ever happened, and it's like, ooh.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but it's definitely like a once a week type thing. Cause like I don't think we do enough things to do it every stream.
Yes, the registry after a retired intelligence officer took 3 weeks to find anything. Oh wow. Sounds like Fabian. Yep.
I would ask you.
What's up,
but
Unleashed?
I'm assuming the talk. Oh, okay.
All of the talk is gonna be gone.
No, not that. I'm
Oh.
just like the stabilizing.
Oh, that's fine.
The
Was
last
your
time-
W and L was
Oh, what was
that
my W and L of the week?
was that also your W that your name?
No,
Grower.
I've known that. I've known. That's why I was like, I randomly brought it up because we were talking. Me and Kelsey were talking about growing
Lettuces.
lettuce and like
Mhm.
kale and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I was like, speaking of growing, guess what my name means? And then everybody fucking left.
Oh,
it
that's
was
great.
so funny.
So I guess yeah, W for making people left.
That's a W. Okay.
I told him
L.
though not to feel like, because I was like, my ancestors on one side of my family, the German side, the last name meant tree grower.
Tree grower. Holy
yeah.
shit.
We're destined.
But that's not your last name.
I was like,
destined to be homies.
I'll grow the trees, you grow the beans. Let's make lots of money.
L is that in my mind I thought I was able to get my monitors starting to work again, and it literally just is not sitting over there.
Mm.
An actual L.
Yeah,
Finally,
actual
someone
L.
had an actual L.
Actual L, $40 down the drain. I mean, it's not down the drain. Maybe $20 down the drain. We'll see.
Damn. Which L is worse, getting your desk pissed on or your monitor not working?
That sucked.
I think I don't know. Getting your desk pissed on might take it.
That's definitely the L of the week.
Piss on your desk.
My dog.
I hate it when I piss on my desk.
Why would you not do that?
I
You
don't
know
know
what's
why
weird?
would a dog do that.
He
How
doesn't
did
do
you
it.
get the desk?
He doesn't do it downstairs, which is where he's like allowed to go. He's not allowed upstairs.
Oh, he's allowed to piss on the
But
downstairs furniture?
No, he's not. And he doesn't. But I think now he's figured out. Okay, I don't pee here. But now he's
upstairs-
been like, but the upstairs is like everything else where I'm able to pee, and it's like no.
So
Oh, I like it. I thought you meant like the dog got on the desk.
no, on
No.
the leg, on the leg.
Leg, yeah.
No, he marked it. Ugh.
How do you like correct it? Do you have to like override it with your own territory? Or?
No. In fact, I.
Get a spray bottle, just spray. No, did you just take him out on a walk and make him pee?
We do. That's the thing, and it wasn't even much pee. Like you could tell, it was like, no, I'm marking this, and it's like you.
Yeah,
did.
but like some puppies will like save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we first got our dog, and we would take him on walks, he would stop like every couple meters.
Yep.
He'd just be like,
When there's like nothing even coming out, and you're like, come
yeah,
on.
dude.
move.
By the end, it's like, bro, you didn't even do anything. You just lifted your leg.
Last time I installed Windows, the next day my fan started to rattle, and the second day I got weird cryptic sector failure errors. Third day, it went to an illegal operation, reinstall, boot, disk loop. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, I've ironically had issues fixed by jumping OSs. I was having issues in Linux and I jumped to Windows and it completely stopped, and I thought it was a hardware issue, so that was pretty weird. But yeah, Windows will also sometimes just update itself and be like, I broke me, oops. And you're like, okay, cool, thank you, Windows.
You wouldn't.
It's me back. It's my birthday. Happy birthday!
Yay,
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday indeed.
Damn, dude, that's everybody's birthday this month.
Yeah, you getting cake? Remember me from last week when I had the 2007 sticks of RAM and going to Florida? Yeah. Yeah, how was the Florida? Did you see any gators?
Gators. Was there any major holidays 9 months ago?
Oh, I thought it was like this weekend. It was Easter. Oh.
No, not that.
That's March
4th of July.
Really? Is that the best? 4th of July?
August.
Ish.
July. Yeah, July.
Yeah.
What?
America.
Damn, all y'all were made because it was 4th of July.
Yeah, we do it for America, bro.
You never thought about that? Like,
No, I think about that unfortunately too much.
not 4th of July. So, like, for example, people born in September, New Year's babies.
Yep.
Or, like, when your birthday is 9 months from your sibling's birthday. Or your parents.
I was like,
No, yeah, your parents, not your sibling. I don't know why.
how soon do you guys think we will see prices raised due to tariffs?
Don't know.
I think it's still kind of up in the air. We're still trying
Yeah,
to figure
it
it
is.
out.
If you can get it now, get it now. If you can wait.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
The
On-
5090
on-
is huge, yeah.
on that side of things, we kind of know as much as you do, unfortunately.
Damage is done.
The damage is
Damage
done.
has been done.
Well, the prices have been stabilizing. I don't even know if that's the right word for it.
Shots for everyone when it's someone's birthday. People born in November or Valentine's Day, lol. Oh my god.
Ah, see, that's another good one.
Every Valentine's conception becomes a Scorpio. Interesting. Someone who knows astrology would probably have something to say about that.
What do you think they would say?
I don't know. Well, okay, because I think Scorpio, as far as I remember, is kind of like the sexy sign.
Why'd you say it so awkward?
How was that awkward? I had to also do like a little thing, yeah. cool. We went to Buc-ee's, that huge gas station, and we went to see my aunt. I also went to an alligator farm, and they had alligators from all over the world. They had at least 400 alligators. Nice. Did they have any of the albino ones? I saw an albino alligator or something when I was a kid at like the Wild Animal Park in San Diego, and it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Like, I think I can pretty confidently say that. Dope. Well, that's really awesome. I've never been to a Buc-ee's, but I am married to a Texan, so I've heard so much about it. And I can't wait to go.
Dude, me too. That's so American. Fucking gas station.
Dude, no, okay, a really awesome gas station, like along a road trip route, unbeatable. There's one that we have here. There's only one of it. It's called Eddie World, and it's on the way from like Los Angeles or Southern California to Las Vegas. Oh my gosh. Have you ever been to Eddie World? Oh my gosh, you gotta go. It's so worth it. The toilet doors go all the way to the floor. Love that.
Uh-huh.
Love that. That is the place to stop. They have just like a bunch of like bagged candy. You know what I mean? Like here's like a ton of, watermelon belts in a bag, just bulk. You go, tons of that candy you've never even heard of. They have a jerky bar. They have a place that makes like Mexican food, a place that makes pizzas, a place that like all in there. So cool. I got a burrito from there. I got a California burrito from there on the way back with the puppy, and it was incredible, actually.
Where is this?
Eddie World. It's in like it's not in Barstow. It's like past there. Yerma?
And it's Eddie? Like Ed, and Eddie?
Yeah, it's a really big cupcake by the side of the road. Stop when you see the cupcake.
What's the closest Boosie's?
Well, whenever I go on the 10, there's a sign that says Buc-ee's in like 1,000 something miles.
1,000? That's like 2
Yeah.
states away.
You're correct in that, yes. So about 2 states away.
Damn. I was looking at a car 2 states away. That's why I know how many miles that.
Zodiacs are hilarious. Yeah, I just think they're funny. I probably wouldn't think they're that funny if I had like a boring one though, like Aquarius, where it's like you're the water bearer. Like, I'm a Ram. That's freaking dope. I'm a Dodge Ram.
Alright. Fragment over here.
Yeah, they had one albino. He didn't move at all when people were looking at him. He looked super mean. He probably gets teased. Yeah. Imagine. But that's cool. Alligators are pretty dope. I mean, like, the idea, like, scares me that, like, I could just be, like, out, like, golfing in Florida, and then, like, I go to, like, hit my golf ball that's near the water hazard, and there's, like, swamp puppy right there. Like, that's kind of scary. But I guess I'd rather, an alligator than a snake. Because I'm not going to notice a snake as easily.
Man, I knew magic wasn't real until I saw my dog turn into a snake.
Letting pest control back in 2021. Buc-ee's was the best gas station to grab lunch and use the restroom because they were always clean. Ugh, love that.
Oh yeah.
When I used to live in the Midwest, Love's was a very common thing. Or just like when I was driving cross country a lot. That was like my stop for the bathroom at least. But the last couple times I've been to a Love's, now granted they're like the 1 or 2 Love's that we have in California, so they're pretty crowded because we don't have like a lot of really good giant gas stations. It's very strange. I don't know why. That Untapped Market, we're always driving here. Like last couple times I went, like there was a line for the bathroom. Not fun. And like the food in it was not as good as I remember.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not as good, ain't it?
But yeah. No beaver nuggets there. Marketing these days gotta cover multiple states. So true. And like honestly, if I was driving all the way to Texas and I got on the 10, I probably would just be like, hell yeah, we gotta get that. We gotta go to Buc-ee's. It's only like 1,000 something miles. Hello, Miguel. How are you?
Hello. If
Okay. Sorry. Go.
no, you're good. I'm still trying to like workshop this question.
Oh god, a 5090 GPU. Been waiting to see those. LOL. Oh yeah, we've had a couple on the stream so far.
Pretty chunky.
They are quite coveted.
Look at that thing.
Trying to find me a 9900 X3D for MSRP. Ooh.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah. It's tough out there on the piece by piece market, I'll tell you what. I have a 3060 right now. Super excited for the huge upgrade. Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be like when you're like Hyundai Sonata's in the shop and they for some reason are like the only thing we had was the Ferrari. You know what I mean? Like hitting that gas. Whew.
Okay, I think I got it. I got my question.
How?
How many days long would a road trip be from here to like the top of Oregon? Do you know? Do you have any estimate?
Yeah, I totally do. How many days? How much driving per day is acceptable?
The entire day. I don't know.
The entire day? Oh, 2 days then.
2 days?
Yeah, you can get about 2 days.
Really? That's not bad.
It's about 14 hours, or I guess 13 from here, to the California-Oregon border. So like, let's say you did 8, 9 hours one day, and then 9 the other. You probably get to. No, I mean it wouldn't be 9 more hours. Yeah, I guess it would. To get up to like the Oregon-Washington border, like up by Portland. Let me see if my estimation is correct. It would be about 18, 19 hours.
19 hours?
Google
Okay.
Maps. Let's see.
Split over 2 days?
Split over 2 days. I mean, you're not going to be doing much more than driving, but it's a pretty drive.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's say it's Portland that we're going.
Portland's like in the middle of Oregon, isn't it?
No, I mean, well, that's Washington, so I'm assuming, like, you said, like, the top of it.
Oh, it's at the, okay, that's a pretty, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it, like, cuts down a bit here, so yeah, if we're going to, like, Astoria, that's a different situation, but I imagine that, there's a slowdown on the
What's
217.
Vancouver? What the hell is Vancouver doing right there?
Vancouver, Washington.
Oh!
It's like how we're in Ontario, California.
Oh my god.
Ontario,
Silly Canada.
California.
Yeah. I got it. I didn't know there was a Vancouver, Washington. Oh, I see. You're
Let's
messing.
see. Oh,
50,
actually.
holy shit, dude. You were almost on the money with that. 15
Yeah.
hours.
What can I say? I do a lot of driving.
Damn. There's a cheap car out there.
Ooh, okay. And if you did this route, let's see what's along here. I'm sorry, we are like so off of the point right now. So
computers all be
you're
here.
gonna go through the Central Valley, up the 5.
So
that's
it
pretty
would
boring.
be from there.
You
back,
stop
so.
in Tracy at the Ghirardelli outlet, and you
Ooh.
get you a good ice cream.
Okay.
You're gonna go through Sacramento. I don't really know what you can do there, but I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff.
Where's the Boosies?
It's not. There isn't one on the west.
Ah.
Yeah, no. We're going for something else. But you're gonna go by Mount Shasta.
Like the soda.
You're gonna go through Weed, California.
Ooh. Okay.
Happy
Interesting
Camp.
name.
I almost died here.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
But it's happy.
We went river rafting, and yeah, I almost died.
In Happy Camp.
Yeah, in Happy Camp. I was very unhappy. It was a very unhappy trip. Yeah, this is as far as I went on my trip up here.
Damn.
Almost to the Oregon border.
Damn, there's still so much more though.
Yeah, you get to go through Eugene, which is where University of Oregon is, and you go right by. Well, okay, you don't go through, but you go by Corvallis, which is where Oregon State is.
That's cool.
You go through Salem, another one of their bigger towns. You can go to Beaverton.
Is there a lot of Mexicans up there?
No.
Okay, so maybe don't.
I don't know. I mean, like, maybe, in certain areas or, like, all of that. But I do have some friends who moved to Portland, and the one thing that they did remark on, they're like, okay, there's a bit of a culture shock.
Yeah, I'd probably just be there for the car, like get the car and go type deal. But that seems cool regardless.
Enjoy the trees. Go for, like, a nice little hike. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
not 15 hours. Though?
Man, just like crawling on Google Maps is like one of my
Crawl?
favorite things to do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, one time I followed the 10 all the way to Florida.
Yeah?
On Google Maps.
Oh.
I didn't know it went that far. I didn't know it was I guess that's why it's I-10, right? Interstate.
Yeah. Or the 10, as it's correctly called.
That's the correct name. What I is.
Okay, sorry, I gotta catch up on the chats. Woo! We don't have these rest stops here because the next town is usually pretty near. Yeah, Europe is on a different level. If I drove 15 hours in Europe, I feel like I'd be in Russia. I don't know.
In Russia.
Maybe I don't know. I don't crawl on Google Maps in Europe as much. I live in Central Florida, so yes, well, it's always fun to watch gator crossing the road. That would be cool. I love like wildlife, so there's part of me that would really enjoy that about Florida, but then there's the other part that's like, what's venomous? It's easy here. It's the rattlesnake, the black widow, and nothing else. Welcome in, big glob of peanut butter. How are you doing?
Welcome. What are you using there?
Go with a friend. You can take turns driving. True.
So I was eyeing this bad boy, and if you look at that price,
It's a lot of money.
it's 10,000 less than what they would sell in California.
Okay, but it's in Oregon, and you know they got a lot of in Oregon.
What do they got?
Rain.
And not Mexico. Oh shit, rust.
Rust.
Oh,
That's the thing you gotta worry about.
Okay, 2 reasons not to go.
That is the one great thing about buying a car in California. I mean, assuming the car's been in California this whole time, ain't gonna be a drop of rust on that.
It was a Nevada car. So similar to
Interesting.
California, but yeah, it kind of sucks that it ended up way up there. But it's affordable.
Yeah. It also depends if they salt their roads. In Missouri, they salted the roads, so I took the Sonata out there because I was like, I don't give a shit.
Oh well.
Kelsey was a Google Street View car in her past life. Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on that level.
It's pretty funny.
Everything north of Sacramento is cow country. I feel like everything, like, adjacent to Sacramento is cow country. It's like, you're forgetting the whole Central Valley on the way up, too. And once you get to, like, a little bit outside of Sacramento, that's when you get to all the trees. Northern California is just, like, mountains and trees, which is why there's no good direct highways up there. You gotta be doing, like, some crazy, like, stuff to just get all around. Thank you so much for the subscription, Stocky Jack.
Yo, thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Alright, back to YouTube. There was this one alligator that was named Maximo, and he was 15 feet long and like 1,000 pounds. I have to look it up now. Hold on. Maximo alligator.
Maximum. It sounds like you're.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the name is fitting. Holy crap.
Jeez. Like, you know in like Peter Pan when like the crocodile was gonna eat him in like one gulp? That one. Yeah, I can see it.
That
I
one
can
could
see
do
it. Dang. Scary. But also kind of cool.
Damn.
Question,
Okay.
is a 2-fan AIO better on the top or a 3-fan AIO on the front? Ooh. Typically 3 fans on your AIO is going to be better than 2 in any configuration. That's kind of my 2 cents on it. But if you like the look better, like if you want full fans, go for the 2. Assuming, depending on what like the processor is. Some processors can easily get by with a 2-fan AIO. You can only use 120 millimeter fans.
120 isn't bad.
Yeah. And I was like, they're pretty common. Although I feel like we're seeing more and more cases coming out with like
140s?
yeah.
Yeah. Here
Or
and
I
there.
got one with 160s.
What the?
Yeah.
Okay.
3060 to 5090 would be like if Jake Paul went from fighting Tyson as an old man to Tyson in his prime. Yeah. You're gonna get punched.
There's a Paris, Texas. That's true. There is a Paris, Texas.
There is indeed.
Yeah, it's funny when cities will do that.
There's also a Mexico, Missouri.
They wish.
Yeah, when I lived in Missouri, it was funny because people would be like, "Oh yeah, she's from California," and they're like, "Oh, California, Missouri."
Oh my god, that's so insulting.
There was a lot of places in Missouri that were basically just named like other places. And you're like, "Oh, okay."
Dang. Damn, so I don't know. What do you think? That Oregon card? Or the blue one for 10 more?
Neither.
Oh.
High yield savings account.
No, that's boring.
Hello, can you please help me choose between RTX 4080 or RTX 5070 Ti? Ooh,
You can't rev
that's tough.
a Roth IRA.
Watch me. Technically, the 4080 is the better card still. So, especially if you can get it for maybe a better price than the 5070 Ti, because I know those are a little coveted. I'd go for the 4080. But you really can't go wrong with the 5070 Ti either. So, I would say go with whichever one makes more financial sense. Gotta go bye. Bye, JP Plays.
Yeah.
Which is better, the whisper of a Noctua fan or the whisper from a love into your ear? It is so hard to decide.
Alright.
True.
The growl of an inline 6 turbo motor.
You know what? You could be hearing that here when a PCIe cable accidentally hits the fan of the CPU. Dun, 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 dun. I just ordered a tower. I'm excited for it. Nice.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Zris?
What? Man, I'm ready, dude. My pockets are burning.
Dang, you know what you should buy?
What?
Subaru Outback.
No,
Okay,
thanks. But I saw the new ones are ugly, so
Okay.
I think you're gonna.
I'm just saying, I did take that thing all the way to Northern Cal, so like, you know.
So it has miles on it.
Yeah.
I think that the way the new ones look, if you wanted to sell yours, you might get a little bump.
I would hope. No, I'm worried I won't though because they put buttons back into the new one.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I was like, oh, game
Lesbians
over.
love those.
I mean, just everyone loves buttons. You tried messing with the AC in that?
Yeah, dude, that
Oh my
haptic shit is
gosh.
terrible. I remember when the Hondas got rid of a lot of stuff
Yeah.
for a screen, and then the next year over, they put the volume knob back.
Mhm. Like it works in the Tesla because the car drives itself. So when you're not
It's all
looking,
computer.
when you're not looking, it'll be like, I got you, whatever. But like, I don't trust any of these other cars to do that. Like,
Tesla.
I need my eyes up, and
Yeah.
more importantly, I need everyone else's eyes up.
Oh yeah. Whew.
Do you remember those times when you're like sitting in like at a light or something, or like in traffic, and you look around and literally everybody is on their phone?
Oh no, I have unlocked because I'm looking down.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah.
That's like the moments where I'm like, am I gonna lose my mind? Like,
Is everyone a sheep?
where I was just like, oh man. Am I the only one who listened to those Don't Text and Drive commercials from like 2004 and internalized that? Kira just built my PC today. Nice.
Hell
Very
yeah.
Nice.
Hope it's going well.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't forget them drivers.
I'm debating
Turn
if
on
I
the
should
bio.
get a Toyota or Acura. Ooh. Can't go wrong with either. I was very into Acura for a hot minute. If the Integra had been cheaper, I like 1000% would be driving an Integra right now. So yeah, can't go wrong with either.
Damn.
Toyota's usually like, you know, the rock solid one, but they've been kind of having some issues recently with their newest cars. So it's leading people to be like fall from grace. That being said, I sat in one of the newer Hondas. That seat hurt.
Oh, ouch.
Or like, you know, you sat in it and you're like,
It's really stiff, huh?
It's like when you go
Or,
and
like,
sit on like
bolster.
an IKEA couch where you're like, oh, this looks, oh.
Oh.
And you're like, okay, I understand now why couches cost several $1,000s. Like, apparently that's all the fluff.
Damn, you know what is comfortable? Those carbon back bucket sheets. What the?
I doubt it.
Nah, they're alright. They're alright.
Man, it's so funny. If you ever did buy a car in Oregon, like, and I just like had time, like I could get PTO or something, I 100% would just drive up there and get it. Like,
Yeah, let's go.
I just love a road trip. I love a long drive. Even by myself, I love a long drive.
Even better, dude. How much do you want to go get it?
I do really want to go into Oregon, but no.
Hey man, if I could save 10,000, that's I don't know, and not have to go myself, even better.
Is the secret lab desk worth it? I don't think so.
You heard it here.
With a 9950X and 7900 XT. Ooh, very nice. Good combo.
Nice.
Yeah. Nothing but beef there. None potato.
All beef.
Me remembering I forgot to take the beef out of my freezer, so I gotta get something else to make for dinner tonight. Just I said beef and I was like, oh no. Oops.
I guess it's wing night.
Oops, all wings. Dude, okay, so I've been going to this trivia every week, right? At this bar.
Did you win yet? Are you winning, son?
Dude, this was the most heartbreaking week.
Oh no.
The first half of the trivia, we got every single question right, including the bonus question. We were on such a roll. We were in number 1 place, killing it. And then they were like, okay, this next category is like Fenway Park. And oh my gosh, we just fell apart. We don't know sports. We don't know Boston. And it was a lot of like movie things. Like, what movie featured this scene happening at Fenway? And it was like,
damn.
I don't know.
I think the other regulars figured out your Achilles heel.
Yeah. Just total fall from grace. And then after that, we were just like, we were missing stuff from other sections. Like, we did so well in the first half just to face plant. I really thought that was the week for us, man.
It's alright, you'll get it one day.
What is the green monster? What is the town? What is Batfleck? One of the things my fiance was like, something with Ben Affleck, and I was like, I'm sure you're right. He loves Boston. and yeah, that was correct, but we just couldn't think of what the name of the movie was. One of the ones was Ted.
Oh, Ted.
One of the answers to that was Ted, of like, who got sawed in like half or whatever at Fenway. So there was that, but completely fell apart. Anger management. We guessed anger management because one of them was about it was like, what rom-com from like, the 2000s or whatever featured, and so we were trying to think of any rom-com at that time that took place at Fenway. Oh, it was the one that had to be like rewritten because the Red Sox won in 2004, I want to say. So we guessed anger management, and it was not anger management. But yeah.
Alright, folks. This build is done. It is finished. It is. I know, right? We're doing computer stuff. I almost forgot to. It is complete.
I freaking love this case. The aluminum, or the brushed aluminum, whatever it is,
Aluminium.
with the RGB and then the tainted glass.
Tainted glass?
Tainted glass. The tinted glass, I just think looks so good.
Yeah.
Because, like, the way it diffuses the light, like, as you can see, ooh. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, well, this PC is done. It's going to go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers that you need out of the box. It is ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, you're good to go. We're also going to stress test this, make sure these components work and work under load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, and thank you for ordering with us.
Thank you so much.
Lovely PC, an absolute monster. Dang. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It looks amazing. Super excited to get it. Yeah, definitely. This is like the PC that you rub in the face of your friends. Like,
yeah.
legit. Absolutely boss. Alright, we are headed on to our second build. Okay, unfortunately, your name is too long, so I'm gonna just shorten it down.
Esteban sounds good.
Yeah.
Did you read the rest of what you wrote?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
But I gotta make it all fit. So let's do this. Boop. And then I can just boop. Yeah. Alright, Esteban. Your time has come.
So you're saying a 9-year-old car with 70,000 miles for $35.85 85,000 miles is not a good purchase.
Correct.
What makes it not good?
Expensive.
But it's in the R&D, you know.
No. $1,000 for an all metal desk.
Do you know how much the contemporaries are?
A lot.
Yeah.
The 40,000s I think is like the beginning, right? For the
80.
two. Oh, okay, because that's the
I'm saying like
batch.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the current ones.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, there's a little bit of mileage on it. That's all right, but the price is more than half.
I would get the Carfax.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. That is.
Yeah, you don't want to drive all the way to Oregon just to be like, bro, this is rust.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, not even that. Just like unreported damage
Yeah.
or things like that. Or I could go down the street and spend 10 more. It's
Bad
blue
idea.
though. Did you see that blue?
It was nice.
That was-
$1,000 for an all metal desk.
Ooh.
Man, imagine paying that and then your dog peed on it.
And it dies it.
Or like the Prussian blue King 95. Ooh. I like to call it Hot Wheels blue because it reminds me of the Hot Wheels computer from the 90s. Yeah. Looks like a beauty indeed. Just a great PC. You're gonna see that case again.
How much was your Outback, if you don't mind me asking?
None of your information.
Okay, fine.
I was also under duress. So.
No, I'm not. Whoa. I'm not trying to use this against you.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get a frame of reference. Because I know you said some number, and I was like, wait, what? That's it?
No, there was a lot.
40?
No.
More?
Not quite. No.
Less?
Yeah.
0 miles?
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's got sunroof.
Man, he's got a sunroof. See what? Man, dude. Motherfuckers would rather drive a 10-year-old Beamer than a brand new Toyota Corolla.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm motherfuckers. I didn't think I would ever become this person, but here I am.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm like, I really kind of wish, and like, I hate myself for this. I kind of wish I just gotten the hybrid Elantra.
Dang.
I know, right? It was kind of fun driving a little sedan again. I won't lie. And the hybrid engine gave it like a little bit of kick, ironically.
Yeah.
So like, you know, felt a little responsive. It was nice. And it had just like a random little light strip that you could program.
Oh,
And like, I hate how that works on me.
the car GB.
Yeah, car GB really do appeal. And like, I hate to say it, but like, you know, well after all this, I might go back to Hyundai.
Really?
Yeah.
They did you that bad? I know, bro. Subaru's not that bad.
No, the car is fine, but yeah, you know me. I'm petty.
She
I'm Tom Petty,
tongue.
and I'm free.
Oh my.
Free falling.
How about a Toyota?
Yeah, I'd probably go for a Toyota. The thing is, I just don't really like. I'd go for a Tacoma or a 4Runner.
Of course.
Yeah. But like, me in a Camry, no. Not until I'm a grandma.
Corolla hatchback.
I like the Corolla hatchback. It's not my favorite looks wise though. But like, yeah, I think they're really practical.
Yeah, it is.
And they're fun. They're really great cars, yeah, but I don't know. I also don't really ever want to have a mid-size sedan. Like, I don't want to say ever, but like in the near future at all.
Why is it?
Because like just driving the Sonata was like joyless.
Joyless? Yeah, but I don't think the sedan is what made it joyless. I think it was just.
It was bigger than it needed
Sonata.
to be, and like
Yeah.
heavier than it needed to be.
Now,
For like me and my not kids, you know, like it was unnecessary.
if you had a mid-size sedan with, let's say, a turbo inline 6 power plant,
Well, yeah. This is
then you'd have some joy in
you gotta have
that.
some to like, yeah, counteract the weight.
I don't know if it was a sedan that made it.
What about the RAV4? The RAV4 is nice. The only thing is that you seemingly can never get them for a good price. Like,
Yeah, this Toyota.
Because they're so wanted, yeah.
Dude, like the GR Corolla, the sporty hatchback.
Mhm.
Those are kind of affordable-ish. You can get a new one for 40.
You can find them?
Yeah, they're somewhat available. Obviously, you know, everything is like spiking in price, but they're affordable-ish. That was one of the cars I was considering.
Man, remember when you like couldn't find a Bronco, and when you would find a Bronco, they were like hella marked up, and now there's just a bunch of Broncos on lots, and they're
Yeah,
like,
dude.
wait, please buy a Bronco. Which, like,
Over there.
honestly, would if they were cheaper,
Yeah.
but like, mm-mm.
Yeah, I'll take a Bronco over a Jeep.
Yeah,
Man, the COVID era was crazy.
horrible,
Yeah, horrible.
horrible for buying a car.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. So there's that one. There's the one I keep showing you, and then there's one generation under. Those top off at 30. So you know, like maybe like 27,000 or something. But that one's gonna have miles on it because it's old, bro. This is at least 10 years old.
Yeah.
Plus.
I don't know, man. Sometimes you can find like pretty old cars, like cars from like 2002, that have like 80,000 miles on it, and you're like, how?
Yeah, right.
Like-
How?
Homie left his house once a week, like, to go to the Walgreens, and that's it. Yeah.
Right.
And it was garage his whole life, and you're like, wow, how do I get your job? I don't have to commute like that. Honestly, though, you know what my weird regret is? I kind of wish I'd just gotten the truck. Like,
What,
at the other end of that is like, 4-wheel drive would have been sick.
Yeah, I mean, what you do truck stuff.
Like, yeah, because I camp, and I would like to go on the, 4-wheel drive roads. But I also, when I'm not camping, I'm going to the nursery. I'm picking up
Yeah, you do
plants all
Home
the
Depot
time.
stuff.
Yeah, I'd be Home Depoting all the time. So.
Bro, more than the average Cybertruck owner.
I have a cyber. I'm just kidding.
Hey, hello.
What's up?
What we just literally filmed.
Yeah, that's cool. What? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is. What's up, chat?
What was even the question? I didn't even read that first.
Some of your most unhinged setups. I'm not talking last gen type builds. I mean Frankenstein rigs you never admitted to owning.
Oh, wow.
I love how like you somehow completely cropped me out of that. I was like,
It was accidental.
great. No,
I was
it's
just trying to
perfect.
have him build.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. Cause like
Let's hear it, chat. What's your most messed up build you've ever had?
I think a lot of that happens
Frankenstein.
just when you end up with spare parts,
yeah, that's true.
and then like you just have parts, and like the fact that they're there kind of outweighs like logical, like building.
Yeah, I put a 3090 on an ITX like motherboard once on my test bench, so it really looked
That's pretty funny.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sure here you've done some wild
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Just to get it like, oh, we just need these resolved or what.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that was the video.
Fabian. Okay. 82,000 miles on a
82,000 miles.
2016
Okay.
for 35,000.
35,000?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, I'm over here thinking that 100,000 miles is already like.
What? No.
What?
Wait. What do you mean? 100,000 just getting started. Bro.
I know, but like in my eyes, I'm like, oh,
I know,
somebody's driven that for 6 years already.
Yeah, bro. That's how fucking Latino dads be like. Anything.
I mean, but
Bro,
truthfully, yes, you have a point. Like you can always fix stuff, and then you can continue driving it,
Yeah.
or then you save up enough money and you throw another engine in it. and then you basically revived it, right?
Bro, 80,000 miles is basically brand new. What do you mean?
Yeah, but 30K? How much was it originally?
like 80.
So if it was 80,
I can.
I know. I figured what car it was gonna
Yeah,
be.
you already. No,
I talked to Frank enough that he does the same thing. So.
What CPU you guys recommend for gaming? Not trying to spend more than $2,500 for the setup. 7800X 3D if you can find it. If not, go 7700X or 9700X. It'll be
Oh
cheaper.
yeah, never mind. It was 62. Inflation be having my
Okay,
brain.
62.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, 62. So
Now the 80, the ones they sell now.
half off. But
Half off.
half off.
Also
but,
half the mileage is
and it's already like half life already.
getting started. Yeah.
Getting started.
Well into its year. I don't know, bro. Like, cause here's the
So
thing.
I guess maybe it's a different like value proposition. I guess because I'm looking at my
You're
Kia.
saying that so nicely.
I know my Kia. I have 130,000 miles.
Mhm.
I bought it for 30. But now because I have 130,000 miles on it, it's worth $4,000.
Right.
Yeah.
But it might be because it's a Kia.
Kia.
It's a
Yeah.
Kia.
So I'm like, okay, half off for 80,000 miles. I don't know.
Hey man, that's actually.
But if you're not gonna drive it that much anyways, and you're just doing it for the fun of it, what's stopping you from having fun?
Kind of right. Yeah, you kind. Yeah, I like where this is going. Say more of that.
If you're if I was your dad, I'd be like, mijo, go get a new $30,000 car and then just put a fucking
I
body
don't
kit on
wanna.
it. Or put a body kit on it, fresh miles.
I don't
Go
want
get a
Toyota.
BRZ.
No,
Yeah,
they're slow. They're non-turbo.
That means it'll last longer.
We all
no,
go the same
it's a
speed
Subaru.
limit.
It's not.
No, just kidding. I said we all go the same speed limit.
Yeah, sure, we do.
Yeah,
Get a Miata.
Also, no.
Yeah, no.
I already have 2 Roadsters.
Well, sell them.
But
I-
yeah,
well,
so,
that's the
okay,
plan.
That's,
That's
the
part of
difference.
the plan,
That's the
but
difference.
I-
So if you're
Like,
doing
I
it
already
to have
have a
fun,
coupe.
have that model, have that car, just to say you have it, and that's probably the cheapest that you probably can get your hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Yeah. That's what I like. All right, baby. I need to ask
Because
you.
I know specifically what you're looking for. So
I was
there's a
looking
difference.
for someone to tell me yes.
Difference. If you're looking for somebody to tell you rational, like regular thinking,
Ooh, yeah, that's
different-
not
that's
gonna
a
work
different.
for me.
That's a different one. The different one.
I bought Thermaltake RGB fans for my build, but didn't
Okay,
want to go
bye.
through
Alright,
the
thanks,
hassle
bro.
of
Appreciate the
daisy
advice.
chained them
Gotcha.
together. So my PC is a no RGB build. That's totally valid.
Hey, it works.
Especially when you have to daisy chain a bunch of them, yeah.
Let me see this.
Bro, I know what your cheap ass gonna say. I don't even want to show it to you.
What you
My
mean?
messed up build was a cardboard cutout case with a wall fan making one of the walls. The fire department said it was blazing fast. That's funny.
I'm 3.
I have an A10 6700 that I want to put
That's
into
what
a
I'm
new
saying.
case and stuff. No real use to put any more money into such an
Oh,
old
that's
build,
nice.
but the parts are just
Right?
there, lol.
Right?
Wait, that interior is actually
Make
nice.
a crazy case for it, that'd be fun.
This is a pretty standard one, bro. It's not even like anything crazy special.
I have a Scion TC that's 224k miles.
Hell yeah, just getting started, boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, that thing will
that?
easily go to 350.
It's in black. No, it's gray.
Yeah, it's a great car. But there's a blue one in California, but it's 10 more.
My brother-in-law
I
gave me
know.
a 2 CPU Intel in 2006, 36k miles. It's not that bad. That's like
Well,
a
if
lease
you wanna
car.
drive
Yeah.
that far to get a black.
I know, that's what I
car,
did. But Kelsey said she was down to go get it for me, so.
Oh yeah, was she?
I love driving. Like, genuinely a big long drive where I can just like think.
For
Yeah.
2 days?
Oh my gosh, through beautiful trees. Yeah.
Yeah, see? So I don't have to like put myself in risk and like
true.
accidentally go through a sundown town or something.
It's only 34,000.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like how many months is that?
Of what?
The payments?
Oh, a lot,
A
probably.
lot. Yeah, it depends on whatever financing you
No,
get.
dude, in California, There are 10 more.
Yeah, but it's blue.
Juan wants to know
blue.
if he can go 100 if he wants. When
Look,
he
dude,
isn't
people
in
are
bumper to
cornering their
bumper
Coachella
traffic.
tickets, you
Exactly,
can get
yeah.
that.
It's important.
They're cornering their Uber orders, you can get a car.
Damn. Economic, was it?
Yeah.
No, what is it's a recession indicator?
Yeah. Special indicators
I've been
here.
thinking I want one of these little dudes.
Is that the hype? Oh, shit.
Okay, hold on. It's the older one. It's cute. Ooh, hello, actually. I love this.
Oh,
color.
hey. It's like that Tacoma. That's kind of nice.
Is it the Canyon I'm thinking of? Hold on, where is the... It has like a little thingy in the back. Or if not the Canyon, the Colorado.
Colorado's a little
Yeah, I want the little one. I am not hauling horses.
hauling horses.
I'm hauling plants.
That didn't. Oh, yeah, there. What?
Oh, I like
Is
how
that?
GMC Colorado, sorry. Chevy.
Or the Ford
Too bad
Ranger.
this is like the most boring color. Chevy has good colors, people. Buy them. Buy them and then sell. Oh, dang.
Damn.
Actually, not bad.
What happened to that one? That one, they
100,000 miles?
they fed it, bro. It's just getting started.
I was gonna say, I was like, well, it's the off-roader, so they probably took it off-road. It's got a lot of scrapes. But ain't bad.
Yeah, these are nice.
I have to get a shorter commute.
What about the Ford Ranger?
I considered the Ranger for a while, but now I'm like, ironically, I'd rather go for a Chevy.
Okay.
The 150. That 150.
Yeah.
Too big.
Too
More.
big, yeah. Honestly, the Colorado's even too big, in my
These,
opinion.
yeah,
All
dude,
these trucks are too
these
big.
new ones are
Yeah.
huge, bro.
Ooh, here's another one of the off-roaders in red.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
that's
the new Ranger's bigger than the old F-150s.
Gross.
Yeah.
I mean, again, unless you actually need it for that, but we know people buying trucks aren't hauling horses. But like, yeah, like the two-door one, totally.
Okay.
Totally. I mean, I'd go for the four if like there was a good one. Like,
How about a Cape truck? But you can't really take it on highways.
no.
Nah, you don't like those?
The other one I kind of like, and this is nostalgia, but I feel like you shouldn't buy, is the Nissan Frontier.
Hey, not terrible. They're still alive. You still see a bunch of them. They can't be that unreliable.
My dad had one, and it got a cracked block, so like I shouldn't want to. But he had like this kind of one. No, he had an even older one than that.
That's pretty recent.
This is kind of cute though, actually. Only 14K miles. What? Wait, actually, what? That's kind of insane. Okay. Oh, look at this little one. Hey, this must have been a horrible like generation of them because they're so cheap. Or like they're a death trap or something, you know. That's always how it be.
Okay, now since we're already on here, can you go on Marketplace?
Ooh, look at this one. This one's green.
Oh, hey. Oh,
Actually,
this little
kind of cute.
peculiar design, but I like the color.
Yeah, he looks a little weird, but okay. Anyway, what am I looking up?
On Marketplace?
Oh, no, we're not going to Marketplace.
Why?
No, we're not going to Marketplace.
Why not?
No,
Why?
because Marketplace sucks.
What's wrong with Marketplace?
It's connected to Facebook.
All right,
What's wrong with that?
offer up. Would you do offer?
Ooh,
Craigslist.
okay. I just
Craig-
don't want
no,
stupid
no,
Facebook
it's
always being
50.
like, log in.
That's fine. That's fine. That's valid. K truck.
Oh, gosh, okay.
That KEI. Not Chris truck. Really? Nothing? See, that's why I said Marketplace.
No, but 2009 Ford Ranger for 7,000. That ain't bad. Yeah, I really don't need a truck though. I mean, I am doing a lot of Home Depot. I won't lie. And when I was at Joshua Tree, I was like, dang, I really wish. Like, could I have probably taken it in the Subaru? Totally. But,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna obey the park rangers because I'm a very good girl.
Why'd you buy Subaru?
Because I can take it other places. And also, actually, you can sleep in it, which is awesome.
Can't sleep in a truck.
Yeah. Although I do like the truck because I feel like, okay, let's go park somewhere really nice and quiet, and then I'll put a little blanket in the back of the truck, and like, yeah, look at the stars, romantic. No, just me? Okay.
I understand. You just want to tailgate.
Yeah, genuinely. This build went fast, yeah. Well, they kind of do. Especially because, like, he's always building these, so it's probably
Oh.
muscle memory this time.
It's, yeah, a lot of years of practice, you know. Yeah, dude, those little K-Trucks, now that all the people that imported them, like, ate the cost of the import, they're kind of cheap, bro. Like, 3-5K. Little putter around town. The bed is usable. You throw all your Home Depot stuff in there. You're going, like, 40 miles per hour, because that's probably what it tops off at.
Dude, I'll be honest though, I've been able to fit everything in that Subaru that I've needed to. Like, it's kind of crazy how much room there was in there.
Oh, dude, yeah, I believe it.
The only thing is, like, vertical space. So, like, when I'm buying a tree, I gotta, like,
you
lean
gotta lay
that
it
guy
down.
to, yeah. I gotta buy a tree this weekend that is probably gonna be the entire length of the car,
Oh, shit.
and I'm gonna have to lay it down. And I'm just like, ugh.
Now, if you had a little K-Truck, do
Also-
that, no problem.
Oh man, this is so funny. I was at the nursery last weekend and I bought some potted white sage. I'm gonna put it in this one area. What tree are you getting? I'm so glad you asked, Brewer too. Well, okay.
Nah, I wasn't gonna.
I have to replace one of the ones that the the people who landscape the front, because they give it to you with the front landscape. They gave me one that, since it was winter, I just figured it was dormant, but then it never was undormant. And so this spring, I was like, you know what, let me check. Cut the bark, thing's totally dead. So I gotta replace that one. And because I live in an HOA, which sucks, I have to pick from one of the approved trees.
Crazy. Tree racism?
I know, right?
Insane.
In this day and age.
Wow.
So, I had my choice between a Western Redbud, which I'm sure is not unlike the Eastern Redbud y'all have over there, which I think was what they originally gave me, but I don't think it likes the heat where I'm at, or I don't know what it likes, but it died, so it's having a struggle. A Pink Dawn Chitalpa, or a Desert Diva Desert Willow. So, the Western Redbuds they have at the nursery weren't like the kind of shape I need. I need like, long stick guy. And I couldn't find the Desert Willow, but they had the Chitalpa, and they were like really tall string bean thing. I can fit it right where the other one was. So I'm probably doing Pink Dawn Chitalpa.
Quiet on set.
Redbud are nice. Yeah, I really want the Redbud because a lot of my plants in the front have red in them.
Quiet on set.
And the leaves in the fall would look really good with the house. And also you can eat the buds and you can make a jelly out of them. And like the second I heard that, I was like, say less. But I don't know if I want my neighbors to like see me just like ferally chewing on these, like
What?
just coming outside in the morning and just being like, ha ha, and like gnawing on this.
I tuned back into that
They
conversation.
probably
at a
think I was
crazy-
insane. So I'm probably gonna go for the Chitalpa because they had it. It was the size I needed, and it's super drought resistant, which is nice because I need to counteract the fact I have a lawn.
How do you spell that name?
Chitalpa.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually don't know how it's pronounced, but it is spelled Chitalpa. Why is there a word that it actually is, and I'm saying it wrong?
No, I'm just wondering.
Okay,
It
'cause
sounded it sounded like a Latin name. That's
well, I think it's an amalgamation of like two different kind of names because it's a hybrid of two trees.
If it was like a Spanish name, the shit would start with like an X or something.
Flowers look nice. Yeah, and these ones are pink.
Oh god. My brow just doesn't.
What I really think it is, though, is I think I've just gotten to the point where I've been doing so much yard work that I don't think a weekend can go by where I'm at home and I'm not digging a hole.
Damn.
So I gotta dig a hole this weekend, so I was like, time to replace that tree. Pink Dawn Chitalpa? Yep. And the nursery didn't have the third tree. They didn't have the Desert Diva Desert Willow.
Not the secret third
or
tree.
any Desert Willow.
You said Desert Diva?
That's what it's. Desert Diva Desert Willow. Like, you know how they'll be like, Pam's pink honeysuckle, and it's like, I don't know who Pam is, but I guess this is her honeysuckle.
Okay. They gave it a full legal name.
Yeah.
Desert Diva.
Let me show you these trees.
Yeah,
Warren.
show me that diva.
Desert Diva Desert Willow. This one I ironically could not find many pictures of, so I was like, maybe that's why they don't have it at the freaking nursery, but
Wow.
it looks like that.
Oh, it's not the
And
purple one?
No, it is. It's got the purple leaves, but this is like what it like shape-wise looks like.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, those are what the blooms look like. So that one's more of like a magenta,
Yeah.
and then Pink Dawn Chitalpa is pink flowers, but kind of similar to that. So like,
Oh.
yeah.
I like the Desert Diva.
I know, they didn't have it. So, yeah. I was like, ooh, the illusion of choice. And then I go to the nursery and they only have one that really works. And I'm
Well.
like, okay. I could drive to another nursery and see, but that's too much effort. I guess I'll just have this tree for the next 20 years of my life.
Oh my god.
It's fun, because honestly, I saw the Chitalpa growing on somebody else's, like, yard,
Yeah.
and I was actually kind of jealous. So I'm like, okay, this is my turn to grab that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you feel better.
Man, one day though, if I ever sell and buy another home, and I'm not an HOA, I'm gonna go insane with landscaping because there were so many trees when I was looking through these trees that I was like, oh, I would love to have this. If I lived in your zone, I would grow champaka. Looking it up.
Or show me a crazy ass tree that was HOA banned.
Ooh, that's actually very beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I love the yellow flowers. If that's the one, there's also white ones, but yeah. Ooh, and some are red. Gorgeous. Yeah, these leaves are lovely. Yeah, we're pretty lucky on certain things that we can grow there, but there's a lot of stuff. Like, I'm gonna try and grow some strawberries from seed in a basket, and I'm like hoping they're not gonna absolutely melt. Good evening. Good evening, Abuts.
Good
How are you?
evening.
It's very fragrant. Oh, I love a fragrant tree. You know what absolutely smells delicious? Like, I go absolutely crazy for it is citrus blooms.
Ooh.
Like if someone's got like an orange tree or something and it's blooming. Oh my gosh, open all the windows. Let me just like inhale that.
Are you a bee?
Yeah, I am. Love it. There's one place along the highway over by the college
Yeah.
that has like a bunch of just like citrus trees planted for no reason, and every time I drive by there I roll the window down because you can smell it from the freeway.
Damn.
It's so good.
Wow.
That is honestly the one thing that, like, if I was on the East Coast or something, I would be the most envious of, is that citrus. Citrus is so awesome. Even in my zone, though, I gotta be, like, or, like, where I'm at in California, I gotta be careful with it, because we might get a freeze or two a year.
Oh.
You probably have to mulch with a lot of straw. Yeah, I'm realizing that already, and we're not even into the worst of the heat. So hopefully I'll get that to the nursery this weekend. Okay, I just ordered another PC from you guys. Nice!
Yo, hell yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. What you getting? Second PC. PC the sequel. You know, I said I was gonna get a fruit by the foot, and I haven't yet. I'm proud of myself.
Nice. Are you holding off or something?
Yeah, I think I don't want to stand up.
Oh. using your laziness for some.
That's you have no idea how many people that's how they quit smoking. They're just like, no, I don't want to get up.
Nice. The willpower that I've seen addiction. Yeah.
Butts orders 69 PC from you guys. You'll send one to me for free, right? If they bought 69 PCs, maybe. But that's between, you know, someone higher up than me. Archangel 4. Ooh, very nice. Yeah.
Nice, good choice.
It's a good looking PC. And it's like nice and kind of compact too. Like for still being like full size ATX motherboard they can take. Like, yeah. Love it. Man, I can't wait for the weekend to dig a hole.
Nice. So back to the car. Okay, so not the M3, but an M340, which is the lower trim underneath. And a lot of people say it's not a real M car, it's not truly motorsports, blah blah blah. It's just a nicer of the, whichever might be true. Same price, $35. The range is like 70 to 90,000 miles.
Yeah.
But it's a 2020, so 5 more years. 5 years newer. Still bad. Still good. Better.
I don't know, man. That's between you and your wallet.
I can't.
Do these King 95 cases come with parts to change them to front intake fans? Is that typically included for the buyer when it's a custom build?
When it's a custom, yes. Most of the time we'll have the. So I think what you mean is this front panel. But Kelsey can actually tell you more info.
Yeah,
about
I
that.
actually, when I was testing this case originally, I tested both the glass and the mesh, and I tended to find that the mesh didn't actually add any airflow. Like, it didn't make any difference in cooling with it. So, the glass tends to look better, and in this case, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt the airflow.
Just goes to show you how OP the King 95 is.
But yeah, if you like the mesh front, yeah, usually when you get the custom one, it'll come with that. It's the ones that are like pre-boxed that might not pre-boxed.
Yeah, it's a pre-built. If you bought a King 95 proper, like a SKU, you'll get our color box, which doesn't include that front panel. And then when you tested it, you tested out like the little swing out thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember if the clearance lets like once you top mount the AIO, are you still able to have it in front? I feel like you.
I think so, cause I tested that I think pretty late into there.
Yeah, like you can still have it. You can still swing it out, but you're gonna have to like unbuild it a little bit to get to it. But yeah, you'll have the front panel if you buy custom.
I cut all upscaling off in Warzone, and of course FPS drop, but still getting a constant 180, 4070 Ti Super. What do you guys think? I cut it off, and my controller seems a lot quicker. Yeah. I mean, like that, yeah, pretty much to be expected if you're taking the upscaling off. But, if it seems like it's quicker to you or it just feels better, stick with it that way. You gotta remember, all this stuff in there, all of those settings are there as an option. It's about kind of figuring out what you like to play with best, what works for you. It's like how some people can't stand frame gen, which is like totally understandable. If you can tell the difference, that would bug the crap out of me. 5 years time for new shocks. True.
Damn, really? Yeah, it's pretty up there. I would have to say it depends on the type of driving that it did.
I wanted a King 95, but sold out. It was around Christmas time. Went with OLED and
pain.
Vision.
Yeah,
I mean,
Vision's
they're
good.
pretty similar, so.
Yeah, Vision's not bad.
see it in person, see how much rust is on it. Oh man, I would totally be the one to drive all the way to Oregon just to be like, you want?
Yeah, this
I don't
car
think you
sucks.
want this car.
Yeah, no, I'm just window shopping, y'all. I don't think I
And the guy listing it is actually just a family of beavers.
in a trench coat.
Like, I knew it was the beaver state, but like, dang.
Oh my god. Oh, you would enjoy this fucking drive so much.
I totally would, man. That's the thing, is like, I can make it up there in 2 days. I don't think I'd want to.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say you're gonna stop at all the like little spots you mentioned and shit.
I'm gonna go for a hike. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Catch me at Crater Lake.
But yeah, no, that's what I've been. That's my hobby for this week. It's just window shopping.
I'll never knock you for that, man. I used to window shop on Zillow. And,
Ooh.
And I still do.
Oh no, that's real money right there.
Well, I mean, I didn't have the money for it. But you know, sometimes it's nice
Yeah,
to
until
look
you
and
did.
see,
What the
see
hell?
how things are going. Yo, just placed my first order yesterday. My current PC just shit the bed. Hope it's getting it. Oh,
Uh-oh.
I got you. Yeah. That totally
Sorry to hear
happens. But nice. Thank you so much for ordering with us. Yeah, it's always a shame whenever your PC decides it's time to pass on.
What's up, bro?
But we're happy you're going
Take
for us for the
take
next
a
one.
number and we'll be with you shortly.
I love
When my
DLSS.
PC can be done.
It makes the game
So
look
I said
beautiful,
take it.
but it's not worth the input lag in a competitive shooter. Maybe laid back game, max those graphics out. Yeah, totally. Because here's the thing too, like the esports stars, like their graphics look like crap. They're trying to like bring everyone back down to triangles so that they can get as many FPS as possible. Because for them, like, you know, when they're really good at it, when you can aim, more FPS does help. If you can't aim, more FPS will not help you, and that's what I always try to explain to people who are like, but I need this for the most, you know, competitiveness. It's like, yes, but be honest with yourself, can you aim? If you can't aim, 400 frames per second is not going to help you.
When I
First off, hello, which I meant to say almost 2 hours ago, and it's funny, I'm going to
Hello.
get my third PC, but this will be the first purchase off the website. Nice!
Hey, what's up, Carnage?
How you been? Are you actually competitive level? Yeah, that's the always thing you gotta ask. I mean, obviously, like, if that's what you're looking for, like, then you are the correct person to want to play, like, how the esports stars do. But I think there's a lot of casual players who are like, oh, I need the most FPS, and you're like, you don't? But yeah, if you want to stay competitive with the best of them, crank those graphics settings way down, get as many FPS as you can squeeze out of that. You turn on all the effects, background foliage, no ray tracing, no fancy effects, yep.
Hey, Fabian. Okay, so same question as earlier. More or less the same formula. The question I asked you earlier.
oh yeah.
Okay, so more or less same formula, but with the 2020. Is that a little better?
30K, 80,000.
35.
Okay, 35.
Yeah,
80,000 miles.
ish. The range is between 70 and 90. No?
Man, I should send you to a dealership with M.
Why? Why?
She was the one who's like, yeah, you should do this, you should, and I didn't need that at that time.
Oh.
If you need someone to talk you into something, yeah.
So I guess in your particular case,
Yeah.
technically you're not buying it for the reliability. You're buying it because you want the car.
Oh yeah, bro. Safety, reliability,
So, I guess
like
at
MPG.
that, I guess
don't
at
consider
that
any
point,
of that.
like, it doesn't matter what year it is because you can probably
Not really,
find
no.
like a 90 something, and if it's like if it's at a good price, whatever mileage it is, like you'll probably still buy it.
Yeah. Pretty
So- Yeah, so that's why it's like at that point it doesn't really matter. Like as long as good
you make
pri-
a good point.
good price, the car that you want, and you can afford the payment. Then
Yeah, but that shit's in Oregon.
true.
God damn.
Yeah, you'll probably have to find a truck to like tow it over here?
Yeah, it's like.
Or just fly out there and drive it back?
Oh man, the dream.
Oh God.
I guess
Oh,
the dream
God.
only for me. No, a
Yeah.
long time ago, I was looking at Firebirds again because I was like very nostalgic
Okay,
about mine.
okay.
And I found someone selling basically like how mine was when I bought it. It had like
Uh-huh.
98k miles on it, which for like a 98 is insane.
That's pretty crazy.
Exactly. It was the V6 like I had, which I know nobody, but like I was after my old friend, and it was blue metallic instead of red metallic, and I was like, hello, and it was in Ohio, and I was like, man, I would just love to drive, like to fly out there and then drive the whole way back. And
Would it
like
make it the
I
whole
would
way back?
have, I don't know, that would have been the hard thing, but like I would have had an absolute blast. Like, oof.
Yeah, as long as it stays alive.
Honestly, I should make that like a side gig or something. I can be the kind of person who's like, I'll drive your car to wherever.
It's kind of funny.
The only thing is that I hate flying because like I probably need to get like a
Oh
flight
yeah,
back.
you need to fly there.
But like, I would totally do that otherwise.
Yeah,
I have that motherboard open box for sale, 175. I don't want
I mean, Oregon would be sick because you're just driving down PCH.
it. Yeah, you wouldn't want to take PCH. It'd take way too long.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, if you're not in it for you just want the vibes.
Yeah.
The vibes,
Unfortunately,
the trees,
you'd have to take the 5.
the five.
And once you're at the Central Valley of the 5, you're like, this sucks.
You know.
I got off of PCH to go onto the 5 because I was like, okay, this is taking a little too long, and that was a mistake. I should have just taken the freaking 1 all the way down. It was so beautiful. I was like, is this heaven? And then I was like, is this Kansas? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's one stereotype about Californians that is true. I will give that to them.
What?
We love talking about driving.
Oh, we do, yeah.
Like how fast we got there, like how long the traffic, or
What
like.
route we took?
Yeah, dude, the route. Holy crap.
Well, that's all we do here. Like,
It's kind of true.
and most of us have like an hour commute to work.
Yeah.
That's unheard of anywhere else. They're like, why would you drive so far? Just move.
Just.
Well, okay, where the rent's double just because you live closer to where the jobs are.
Are your pre-builds done in-house, or does someone else do it? No, we do them here. They're on the other side of the wall.
I'm AI.
One is generated from
I'm
the thousands
generated.
of builders. Yeah. No.
He's
but-
like AI Gen Juan.
Chen-
Hilarious. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Going from a
Lots to think
3050 to the
about.
5060 Ti. Ooh, nice. That's gonna be good.
Oh, that's a jump.
Mm-hmm. My grandpa's 64 Impala. It's restored, but I don't drive it hardly. Kind of hurts my feelings. Oh.
Dang.
I mean, honestly, it's that kind of car that you take out every once in a while, you know?
Yeah, it's a Sunday show
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, you don't want to be hit by a semi. Thoughts on Fractal
I don't
Designs
think you want to get in
cases?
a semi ever.
Yeah,
True.
in any car.
Specifically their North XL.
Hey, she has the pass though. She can say.
What?
Didn't you get in an accident involving a semi?
No.
It wasn't a semi?
No.
I think that was my other friend. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, what life have I lived?
Never mind. What? It was just regular cars in your accident?
I can't talk about it.
Oh my god, bro. Is that it's
NDA?
still going? You can say if it's. I'm pretty sure you can say if it's still going.
Yeah, it's literally far off.
Damn, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's very annoying.
Thoughts on Fractal Designs cases, specifically their North XL. I love Fractal. They do a really good job of like having like little pop-off, what is it, panels.
Pop out, queen.
Yeah, so they don't use like screws really for a lot of stuff, and that makes it really like nice and easy to work with. The Fractal North is a good case. I would say I wanted it to be just maybe a little bit better quality, but they're fantastic. Airflow's just unmatched. Super easy to build in. Love Fractal. Cause I love you. Thank you, Made in Taiwan. Appreciate it.
Okay, what if we both fly to Oregon? Pick up the car.
No, if anything, I was like, we both drive to Oregon.
Fuck no.
And then
What the fuck? That's like a week long. No.
Yeah.
No. Let me finish. We both fly to Oregon. Get the car.
Why am I going then? Like, are you?
Because then I'm flying back, and then you can drive it. No.
I think you don't like the car that much if you're not willing to drive it 16 hours.
Oregon isn't. It doesn't. I don't want to go to Oregon.
You could be out of Oregon in a day easy.
A day, an entire
Yeah.
day. No.
That's a long drive.
Yeah, there's
Thanks, yeah.
a day. Oof. Like if it was NorCal, I wouldn't even really be. You know, I'd be like already looking at it. No, I wouldn't. But you know, I'd be more like willing.
It already takes like 8 hours to get to like NorCal. And then another 3 to get to Sacramento. From NorCal. From.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I do like the car, but you do raise a fair point, which is I'm also lazy,
Yeah.
and I will definitely spend for convenience.
You know, I'm gonna say that every time I catch the stream, right? Yeah, I know. Thank you. Appreciate it.
What is it? You got a fan.
Speaking of fans, several in this build.
Yes, there are lots of fans on this. Some 140s. Computers.
What would be a good streaming GPU, NVIDIA, and budget-wise? I want to build one myself, but on a budget. NVIDIA and budget-wise. That's kind of tough. Are you looking for like this gen NVIDIA? I'm assuming. I would look at. It totally depends on what your budget is, though. That's the problem. But if you could find like a 5070 Ti, if that fits in the budget, that'd be really nice. Otherwise, though, if you're on a real budget, I almost want to say like, what's a 3080 going for these days?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
3080 is a good pick.
Yeah, 'cause it's older, so it might be cheaper, but it had.
Hey, don't discount the second-hand market.
Yeah.
Always an option.
But I mean, that thing. So many streaming PCs are still running off that. For good reason.
Yeah, no, that was a beast. So big.
Two platforms is all it will be doing. I spent so much on my first PC, so this will be a cheaper build. The games and stream's fine, but would like for it to focus on the game. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe it's $400. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty tough. Question, is 5600X with 3060 going to be good for the next few years, or I should get into AM5? I mean, I do think, you know, probably in the next year or two, we'll probably see the 5600X start to get phased out. So for a lot of future proofing, I wouldn't say that that's the best build for it. If having it for a couple of years and like future proofing it's on your mind, I still think you'd be able to do that, but it's kind of stretching it. That one's kind of hitting the point where it's you're not going to be seeing it as much soon, I think.
It's right on the line.
Yeah. It's like about to be a little too old, even if it is still kind of capable.
I thought someone was knocking.
I know, I was like, who? For whom?
Man, I hate being self-aware. I wish I was just ignorant. I'd probably be happier.
I mean, they do say ignorance is bliss. I don't know, though. Sometimes I feel like it can also be just as much of a headache. Like, when you're so ignorant about things that you're just like... It goes the opposite way, where, like, things become too complicated then, because, like...
Yeah. I
Yeah.
get you. I don't know. I wish I didn't know when I was making bad decisions. You know, I wish I thought they were good.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about bad decisions. You have to live with them, and that's the thing that sucks. 'Cause if later you realize, like, yeah, that was a bad decision, I shouldn't have bought that thing, well, you're locked in, you know?
Damn, me reaping versus me sowing.
Yeah. Being unself-aware is painful for everyone else. Oh, so true.
Yeah, you know, I gotta think about me. Yeah, that's right. I gotta be more selfish. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, sometimes. Oh man, I gotta tell you. Okay, so I was at the nursery this weekend, right, and I picked up that white sage. They had like 2 little pots of white sage. I put them in the back of the Subaru, not really thinking anything, because I'm an idiot. Driving home, right? Take a turn, and I forgot kind of that I had the 2 in the back.
Oh
right?
no!
So I hear like they're tumbling, and I'm like, oh shoot.
Ooh.
Turn again. Tumble,
Other
tumble, tumble.
direction?
Dirt. And I'm like, okay,
Wait,
these things
wait.
are...
The dirt got to you?
Yes, like I'm driving, and then I just see like, phew, some dirt, and I'm like, oh, crap.
Like in the rear view, or like you got hit?
No,
by
no, it was in my view. So I'm like, these things, like it hit a wall, and then like the plant went flying.
How
the
are you
thing
driving?
it was in with the other. I'm just driving, man. I'm just driving. It's got a lot of body roll. You know what I mean? And again, these things weren't secured. I kind of just put them in the back like an idiot and didn't think anything of them. So Em looked in the back and she's like, "Oh no, yeah, like this is horrible. Like they are completely out of the thing. Like what?"
Oh no!
And like I should be stressed and mad, but I'm not, because when they hit the like side of the car, they like, and the smell of sage like filled the car, and it smelled so good. And like every memory I have of camping, and I was just like, oh, it's so lovely.
We can fix this.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to clean it up?
Oh, it's not cleaned. I drove it home. I parked it in the garage, and I haven't touched it since.
Bro,
I was like, that
so
is
there's just dirt in the
there's just dirt there. Yeah.
back.
Eventually. But it was one of those things where it's like, you know what, not right now.
Respect.
Alright, what's up, cloaks?
Yo.
Being stupid and Darwin level keeps jobs like my wife's going. True. There's definitely jobs that, like, you are there to help. 7600X and 5070 or 7700X with 5070. Ooh. I mean, obviously the 7700X is the better chip, but if you're like looking to stay within a budget, 7600X is still going to be plenty.
Yeah, that was like, what's the price difference?
Especially if you're going to be playing on 1440p resolution. The 7600X will do fine with that. I have a huge PC problem. It turns on, my monitor says no signal, and my KVM doesn't work. The GPU and motherboard are probably broken. Not necessarily. There could be a lot of reasons for no signal. What you want to do is, if the PC's on but you're getting no signal, hit the power button, just like really quick, just like one little like boop, and then wait. If it goes off after a couple of seconds, the PC went into Windows, you're just not getting a signal. If it goes off immediately, it was in BIOS, and you're also just not getting a signal. If it doesn't go off at all after like, several seconds, that means that the PC didn't post, meaning that there's something else wrong. The CPU could be the issue, the RAM could be the issue, most likely it's the RAM, or something in its little checks it does before it boots ran into an error. But if it's one of those ones where it was in Windows or it was in the BIOS and it's just not giving you a signal, the things to troubleshoot are the monitor you're plugging into and the cable that you've plugged into the monitor. Make sure that HDMI or DisplayPort is plugging into your GPU and not this. That's always a really common reason for that. But yeah, if you hit the power button though when it's on and nothing happens after several seconds, that means it didn't post. Try reseating your RAM. Troubleshooting from there gets a little more difficult, but most likely it's but that at least kind of get you an idea of what path to go down. Which jet support, make sure the monitor cord is plugged into the right spot, not the single HDMI spot. Like your first call was someone who cleaned out a snow thrower while it was on in there. Oh my gosh. Whew. PC works fine, it turns on, but my monitor doesn't get a signal, and the HDMI is a good one. Plugged in my GPU and the monitor works. I've tested it, but I'm clueless now. I've tested it and it doesn't work. Okay. So yeah, like I said, it goes on, right? So like fans and lights and all that are spinning, but if you're getting no signal, hit that power button just one time, just like one little click, like you would to turn it on. Does it turn off, or does it stay on after you do that? It doesn't turn off? Okay. So that definitely means it didn't post.
I don't know. I want to, but like it's
So,
not the hard one.
Yeah, probably something wrong with the
That
hardware.
would be the smarter choice.
Yeah,
Okay.
another screw thing.
So probably probably something wrong with your hardware. Double check your RAM sticks. Make sure that they're both that they're both clipped in fully. Nothing's loose. Another thing. So is it what? It's not posting. So something when it's checking the RAM and the CPU and the boot drive, it's running into an error somewhere there and it's not posting. So it could be your CPU, it could be your RAM, it could be your motherboard. But the easiest things to check are the RAM, so it's always worth it. Pull one RAM stick out if you got two in there, and then try booting it again, see if that helps. If not, take that RAM out, put the other one that you took out originally back in, try that one, because it could be a bad RAM stick. If it's not either of those things, no harm, no foul, it's one of the easiest things to check. It could be your CPU or your motherboard. That gets a lot harder to troubleshoot though, without good parts to test.
That motherboard is tough.
Yeah. The toughest. Yeah, you speak to CS, which can help you walk through the steps, and if someone needs to be hard-made, they can do that. Sometimes RAM is in, but not plugged in all the way because of that. Yeah, I got two sticks. Oh, I got an add 30 seconds. Oh, rip. Okay, go on, sorry about that. Yeah. So yeah, what I would say is pull out one of those RAM sticks, and then try turning it on again. See if you get a signal that way. If not, pull the one in that you left, and put the one that you had taken out, put that one back in, try and boot from that. Just to see if it's a bad RAM stick. It's a super easy thing to check, so it never hurts to try. I only have the PC 2 months though. Yeah, sometimes hardware just dies. But yeah, Unique Carnage is right. If it's one of our PCs, call our customer support and they can help you out further. Or even if you do find out that you have a bad RAM stick or something like that, they'll get you a replacement. Okay, thank you. I'll give it a shot. Yeah.
RGB in it?
In it?
Like in the fans?
Yeah, it's a little odd. I've never liked that implementation from Gigabyte. Alright, folks. This build is done. It's finished.
Lovely, lovely. Alright, well this PC's done. He's gonna go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers that you need out of the box, it's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, you're good to go. We're also gonna stress test this, make sure these components work and work under load. And when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, Esteban. And thank you for ordering with us.
Thank you.
Lovely PC.
Enjoy your visual novels.
Oh yeah. Play a little Digimon Survive. That would be my suggestion. Anyways. Now it's not for you guys because I live in Europe, but I think something is wrong with the motherboard or GPU. Can I tell what happened? It's kind of tough. You kind of got to troubleshoot it down from that way. Those are the RAM is the easiest thing to kind of test. Otherwise, the other thing you can do is check the CPU, lift it, and see. But if it just went bad, it wouldn't be like a bent pin or anything. But yeah, see if whoever you bought it from qualifies for a warranty thing. Has any kind of customer support. Definitely hit that up. But yeah. It's a little harder to test and see if your CPU is bad if you don't have another known good CPU to test in there. True. Alright, folks. In a way. Why did I say it that way? Anyways, that was our final build of the day. We will be back Friday,
Most likely.
most likely Friday, if not next
Yeah.
Wednesday, with another lovely build stream. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
We had a great time. Man,
Thank
we
you
were
to
really
all those. Huh?
we were really off the rails.
Yeah, this was the least PC topic oriented
Yeah.
build stream that we've done in a minute.
So thank you for tolerating it. And yeah. Anyways, guys, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye.
Thank you.